Hey guys, as you can see on the screen, I have made a really big mistake and I want to own up to this big mistake that I made because I don't want to overlook my losses. I want to make sure that I'm transparent about my gains, but I also want to make sure that I'm transparent about my losses as well. And I want to own up to this. So as you can see right here, this is my Discord community. Now let's jump into my portfolio. I want to go through some of my different positions and I want to be very transparent so you can see everything that I'm doing this year and my performance so far. Now, I also want to look into my trading spreadsheet. I've been keeping track of all my trades specifically for my Discord members. As you can see here, I've had 7K to 17K challenges, which lasted about 11 months. As you can see here, it's about 93% gain. My main portfolio did really well in 2021. I mean, obviously, it was really easy to make money in 2021. Okay, 63%. And then in August, I did scaling with spreads again. But look, I want to own up to actually losing some money in 2023 so far. And I have a small account challenge here, and I messed up big time. I mean, look, on Airbnb, I lost $888. On Coinbase, I lost $594. 396 on Coinbase again. These are call credit spreads. And I made a really crucial mistake. I didn't really expect the market to go up so fast, so quickly. I'm pretty bearish on the market, or at least I'm neutral. I'm not bullish on the market. And so I decided to do call credit spreads. Now there is a silver lining here because there's a lot to learn. There's also, some bad things that I could have probably avoided. But, I'm honestly not sure if I could have avoided this because it's really difficult to win 100% of the time. I mean, everyone's sometimes going to lose, and I'm not immune to having losses. As you can see here, negative $2,000 on Airbnb call credit spread. And I just opened these trades not that long ago, sometime in January 11th, so early in 2023. Okay, then I had another loss here on Coinbase. So Airbnb and Coinbase, they hurt a lot, and I feel really sad for my members because they lost some money along with me making this trade. So far, I am down. And again, I mean, I've been successful for in the past 9 years. Actually, my first 2 years were very rough. Just gonna be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. I was trading by myself. I was studying finance, but I didn't fully understand. I didn't have my internship at Goldman Sachs yet. I didn't really develop my strategies yet. So my first 2 years were rough, but then I've been really consistent for 7 years. And so far, 2023 is off to a tough start in my small portfolio. However, if I look at my main portfolio, I'm up a very, very small amount. So I'm also having a tough time on my realized gains, but there's some trades that I didn't log in yet, which are larger account trades, which I'm about to log in. But as you can see in Robinhood, actually, let's go to my year to date so far. My year to date, I'm up 4.64, about 85 grand. So again, the reason why I have to own up to my losses is because it's not always super clear, because what I do in my program is I have a big account and then I have a small account. And in my small account, I'm currently having some problems because I had Airbnb right here. I still have another position on Airbnb and another position on Coinbase. These two blew up. So, and they're still not doing too well. So these two positions are really hurting my small account. And, I'm just getting out of them for a loss. And I don't know what else I could have changed, but I want to own up to my mistake because this is a really big mistake. But overall, I'm still doing okay year to date. I'm doing fine. I'm still making money in my larger account. But, I want to be dramatic a little bit in this title because when I make a mistake, sometimes it's not super clear because I have a bigger portfolio that can mask the mistake. But again, if I go back to my spreadsheet, I've done this over and over again. And again, in August 2022, I did scaling with spreads and I had a 119% return. This was amazing. But again, in 2023, I have a lot of work to do. I mean, I need to work very hard to make up for this loss, especially because in this smaller portfolio, I'm basically dealing with 21K. So I'm down 4K on 21. That's going to be a hole that I've dug that I really have to get out of. It's going to be a lot of hard work. But hey, look, I'm up for the challenge, and I'm also up for showing transparency in that I made a mistake on Coinbase and Airbnb. I'm not bullish on Airbnb because I think they have a lot of competition from hotels. With Coinbase, I've never put $1 into crypto. I'm pretty much a bear on crypto. And that's because, what I learned in college, what my professors taught me, they're not going to look at cryptocurrencies favorably. And the reason is because cryptocurrencies don't have cash flow. They're really just worth whatever someone else will pay for them. Whereas for me, I want to look at the cash flow of a company. I want to look at the fundamentals. I want to look at the technicals. I want to make sure that I have a holistic view of the entire stock, their price to sales ratio, price to earnings ratio. I want to be able to analyze, and with cryptocurrencies, I just can't do that. And that's why I'm also bearish on Coinbase. You can do that with Coinbase, but the reason to own Coinbase is because of cryptocurrencies. And for me, I just don't see them going up, at least not short term, and I don't have enough experience there. So that's why I stay away from things that I'm not experienced in. I'm going to focus very heavily on what I am good at and avoid what I'm not good at. And it just so happens to be that I avoided something that ended up crashing down a lot when, a lot of my wealthier friends were telling me to buy, especially Bitcoin at like 60 grand. And I almost did it. But I was like, I'm not educated here enough. And I also don't even think there's too much education behind the cryptocurrencies in terms of their actual value. Now, I know the technology has a lot of education, but the actual value, it's so hard to determine. Like, what is it? How do you determine it? I guess it's just technical analysis. But with stocks, I have a whole lot more information. But I went really wrong with Coin, and I went really wrong with Airbnb. So in my portfolio, I want to go through some of my positions here. I still have Coin and Airbnb, a different position that is still open. But other than that, I just had a lot of positions that expired on Friday. There was a lot of wins. And that's why my portfolio is doing well, because I'm recording this on a Saturday. So my portfolio is doing well. I did gain a lot from options in general in terms of my larger account positions, especially things like Tesla. I'm doing spreads on Tesla. I also have some iron condors somewhere on Tesla that were profitable. Here we go. We have some iron condors here. And look, again, the point of this video is I want to be super transparent because, yeah, I'm very transparent, even more transparent in my Discord community. They see every single trade that I make. Everything that I buy and sell, they get to see. But here on YouTube, I'm not really able to do that. It wouldn't be fair to them. And also, it just takes me some time to edit these videos and get them launched. So I can't really post every single trade that I'm making. And for that reason, I want to be honest about not just making money, which I am, but also losing some money, which I also am. And I need to get better at managing positions sometimes. And I think everyone can continuously do that. You can't really look back and say, oh, I should have done this and that. No, it's fine. It is what it is. You can't win them all. I mean, if I had 100% win rate, I probably wouldn't be doing any videos. I'd probably be on a yacht in Monaco and I'd have, the most wealthy oligarchs or whatever as friends, right? But, I'm still a normal human. I'm still growing my portfolio. I still have a journey. I'm trying to get up to, probably like $10 million, which is going to take me some time, right? I'm at 2 million. I did withdraw some money, by the way. I withdrew 50K, but I'm on my way to 10 million. And I think you guys have your own journey and I'm here to help you in your journey. And when you lose money, that's okay. I want you to own up to it as well, but also learn what you can do better, okay? Because there are things that you can do better. You can position size better. You can manage your diversification better. So for me, I'm doing very well in diversification. I don't have too much in any one stock. I have a whole lot of positions. In fact, I had a lot more. They just expired and a lot of them were profitable. In fact, you know what? Instead of me telling you, oh, I had some positions expired, but you can't see them, let's actually go into my history. Because I want to prove, I want to show everything. I mean, here's my name on my account. Here's the 50K. I mean, I'm very, very transparent. I'm not hiding anything. I want you to see the good and the bad because frankly, I don't care if you don't like my strategy. That's okay. I can't even please everyone. I want to have people in my community that want consistent weekly income. If people day trade, that's fine, but I'm not for you. If you swing trade, that's fine, but I'm not for you. If you're an option buyer and you want to get rich super fast, that's possible, but that's not the best strategy in my experience. So I'm also not for you. For me, it's about consistent weekly income, and I'm going to be super transparent about that. And that's who I want to attract in the first link in the description. If you ever want to hit that link, watch the free training, and book a call, I'd be more than happy to give you more information about my coaching. And it's a customized program. That's why we do book a call, because it's not just one size fits all. It's not. Okay, and that would be impossible because you guys are all different. And I want to make sure that I'm serving you to my best ability. So look, I had Tesla call, expire. So this was an iron condor actually. So this one did really well. More Tesla that expired that's also did really well. So expiration is a good thing. Look, I didn't get assigned, so it's all 000 because it all left my account. Meta, we had a little bit of fear here that this would go the same way as Airbnb and Coin, but Oh, it did well, actually. It did really well. So I'm really excited about that. I mean, overall, things are looking good. Just I have a lot of work to do in my small account scaling portfolio, basically where I take 7K to 17K, because that's my ideal avatar. Someone who has between, 3 on the really, really low end. That's a really, really small account that I can still help. But, ideally someone has like 5K or 7K who's like, whoa, that's a great starting point. So that's my ideal avatar. I'm trying to have folks that want to grow a small portfolio, 3 to 7K, and I'm trying to grow that into, like 15K, 17K, 20K, right? Or even, heck, a little bit more than that. But that's my ideal, okay? That's the person that I'm trying to help. But of course, I want to help everyone. If you have less than that, then just keep watching these videos and I have a small account playlist for you. So look, I had QQQ calls expire. This one did a lot. I can't really see. I can actually go into it a little bit later, but this one did really, really well. This was probably a large gain because I do have a decent size position on QQQ. I have about 500 shares. I'm trading NEO, so a lot of people are saying, hey, like, NEO, like you were talking about it. Well, yeah, but we also got out of NEO at $30 per share in the Discord. There's proof on that. And then I avoided the crash for a long time. Yeah, sure, I lost some money on NEO here and there, but overall I had a huge gain because I caught this stock at like 4. And then, yeah, I had multiple price points that I bought and sold for. So it gets a little complicated. But look, just because the stock is down doesn't mean you have to be down and out. There's still a lot of opportunity. So I just sold a NEO 10.5 put option. I made like 1 or 2% a week. And boom, it expired. So I'm still making money on NEO. I'm still making money on Palantir. I'm still making money on stocks that I covered that I no longer really love at the moment. I can still make money on them with options. But they might not be the best long-term hold at the moment. There might be a lot of risk. There's a lot of stuff going on in China. But look, I'm still making money on NEO. And I also made money on Netflix earnings. This was actually a really big gain. I have to look into this as well. So QQQ and Netflix, we can look into a little bit deeper. I got assigned on Google. I sold the 96 call. So that was one assignment, but this was not necessarily a loss. I made some money on the Google put. And this was a 0 DTE strategy. So anyways, that was my history. Let's go into Netflix. I really want to see what I did there because in the Discord community, some members were asking, hey, should we be trading Netflix for earnings? And I'm like, I have an idea here. Even if Netflix goes up, we can still make money by selling a call credit spread. So let's see, call credit spread. We made 225. I did 15 contracts here of 250. So this was about a $3,000 trade and I did 225. This is a trade that I did for 3 days. So, that's roughly what, like a 6% or 7% return or so in 3 days. Amazing, right? 6 or 7% in 3 days. So anyways, this is the good, that's the bad. I made some mistakes. I want to own up to them. I think everyone can improve their diversification by not having too much in any one single position. I've lost about $4,000, which, isn't that bad for my portfolio, but it can be bad if, obviously you're dealing with 20K. $4,000 is a big chunk of that. So I just want to be super honest and dig into the pain. I'm trying to dig into the pain a little bit for myself because I want to own up to it. I want to own up to it 100%. So my goal is to dig myself out of that hole so far in 2023, my small portfolio. Obviously on my bigger portfolio, it is doing well year to date, up 4.64%. I'd like to be up 40% on a year end, and I'd like to see this number be about 800 grand. So that's the goal for me. I would try to make about 800 grand in 2023. We'll see how that works out. That is the plan to have, I'd be happy if this account was 2.5 million at the end of the year. That'd be a great goal. And I think, if you have a smaller portfolio, you can maybe do a little bit more because spreads do return larger amounts. They can have a higher return, but obviously spreads are a little bit riskier, right? You can't have it all. You just can't have it all, okay? When you have a higher return, you better bet that you also have a higher risk. Let's be honest, okay? I'm just being honest with you. If anyone tells you you can have the huge return with no risk, it's like, come on, get out of here. That's not the case, okay? Higher risk is usually higher return. And vice versa, okay? When you have a high return and you're all celebrating, that's great, celebrate your wins, but just know when you have a 3x return, it's like, dude, you probably took a risky bet that paid off. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, you should celebrate. But I'm just letting you know, be conscious that, high returns usually do come with higher risk, okay? So for me, spreads are obviously a little bit higher risk, and that's why they're higher return. And that's why oftentimes with my small account strategies, I'm able to grow my account more than 100%. So that's it, guys. Make sure you check out the link in the description to book a call and chat about a customized coaching program with me where you can see all my trades, where we can work together, where you basically get me 9 to 5. I'm gonna be your personal assistant, your personal trading master, your personal coach. I mean, everything in one. I just wanna make sure that you're successful. Been doing this for 3 years now in coaching, so I'm very excited to kill 2023 together. And either way, I want you to make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video.